Many individuals have become wealthy thanks to Bitcoin, which has become one of the most talked about investments in recent years. However, many others have been impoverished as a result of Bitcoin. That's what this film all about. Educating them about the investment they've made. Before you decide to invest in Bitcoin or not, I want to provide you with a basic introduction to the cryptocurrency. In this video, we'll address 4 of the most frequently asked questions about Bitcoin. To begin with, what exactly is Bitcoin and why is it so valuable? Is Bitcoin the adolescent of the digital currency world? The third question is, how do we go about investing in Bitcoin? And number 4, is it genuinely a good idea to invest in Bitcoin? Do you think I'll be able to make a lot of money here, or do you think I'll fail? Whoa, what just happened there? Because of this, it's clear that Bitcoin is the most widely used kind of cryptocurrency. The first step to understanding cryptocurrency is a basic understanding of money. As a method of payment, money is simply an agreed upon store of value that is acknowledged by everyone. You know, back in the day, you could have traded money for gold if you wanted to. Today, the only thing that gives money value is the fact that we've all agreed and accepted it as a payment method. Money has no real foundation. First and foremost, the issue with money is that it is a monopoly of the state, held in trust by the central bank. When it comes to cash, you're completely at the mercy of their decisions. You have no say in the matter if they choose to devalue the currency by printing more of it. Inflation eats away at the value of your hard-earned cash in the bank. One of the downsides of sending money abroad is that it incurs exchange cost and currency conversion rates. Again, you'll be charged with additional costs if you want to do transactions. All of these issues are addressed by a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. It isn't centralized, rather, it is distributed. Every computer that participates in the Bitcoin system has a copy of the ledger. This ensures that no one in the central bank is responsible for keeping track of everyone's money. As a result, taking down the system would require shutting down thousands of computers, each of which would store a duplicate in the ledger. As a result, it is more secure, transparent, and immune to inflation since no single authority has control over it. There are only 21 million total bitcoins in the system, so you can't print more and lower the value of the currency. If you consider all of the issues connected with traditional fiat currency, cryptocurrency eliminates them completely. Nonetheless, we're still left with the question: what usually occurs in business or what currencies in general is that one company climbs to the top and captures the whole market share. For example, when it comes to search engines, you've never heard of Alta Vista, InfoSeek, or even the web. Instead, you've only heard of Google. In place of LiveJournal, Friendster, or MySpace, Facebook is your preferred social network. With cryptocurrency, it is very probable that the whole industry will be dominated by only one product. Will Bitcoin be the internet's cryptocurrency of choice? What is most likely to happen is that the one that climbs to the top, at least in the latter stages of the race. So, here's what Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey had to say about me. The internet is something constructed by everyone, and anybody may alter its trajectory, since it is consensus-driven. There are certain patterns in Bitcoin that remind me of the internet, and I believe that Bitcoin is the greatest representation of those patterns thus far. As a final point, money is just a matter of broadcast acceptance, and for now, the coin represents the best hope of accomplishing this goal. While most people have never heard of coins, Dash, Monero, or Ripple, it is quite probable that they have heard of Bitcoin. Okay, so let's go through the process of investing in Bitcoin, and then we'll address the most essential question. Is Bitcoin a worthwhile investment? Just as with cash, you need a wallet in which to save your Bitcoins. This is the case with Bitcoin as well, except that it's a digital wallet, not a physical one. You may send, receive, and store Bitcoin in the wallet. If you want a software wallet, you can install it in your computer or smartphone and use it. If you just have a few Bitcoins, a software wallet is the way to go, but for larger sums, a hardware wallet, which connects to your computer, is the safest alternative. You'll need to purchase Bitcoin through an exchange after you've created your wallet. Gemini and Coinbase are the two well-known examples of this kind of service. Buying Bitcoin on an exchange is as simple as requesting a withdrawal and having the funds sent to your wallet. I won't go into too much detail since it's a straightforward procedure. Instead, I'll give you a link in the description to a video that shows you exactly how to do it securely. However, you must first determine whether or not Bitcoin is a suitable investment. I've been investing in myself for a long time, and the best way to think about investing is to look at it from the perspective of both risk and reward. What is the amount of potential loss against potential gain? What are the odds of each income? Let's start with the downside dangers of Bitcoin, and I'll be honest, you might lose everything if you invest in it. A currency that relies on people embracing and utilizing it as a money is Bitcoin, which is a currency that is entirely dependent on technology. More people are becoming aware of, using, and embracing it as time goes on. But this does not ensure that they will continue to do so in the future. As soon as everyone else does the same, your investment is gone. While the danger of Bitcoin is great, the potential return far outweighs the risk. Here's a way to gauge your success. Therefore, think about the price in this. Gold, on the other hand, is a lot like Bitcoin in a number of respects. Despite its physicality, it has little use other than repository for money. In the same way that Bitcoin may be used as a safety net in the event of an economic downturn, this digital asset can be thought of as a digital Bitcoin. At the time this video was produced, the value of all the gold in the world has around $12 trillion. The overall market value of Bitcoins is around $6 billion, which is approximately 20 times lower than the value of gold. Many experts believe Bitcoin might reach the same market cap as gold, which many believe it will, giving us a return on our investments of 10, 20, or 30 times. I'm not saying it will, but it's possible. As a result, when it comes to investing in Bitcoin, I believe that the upside potential will outweigh the downside risk. The return on investment will be about the same, but the potential return is more than twice as high. This is a good news, but you shouldn't pull all your eggs in one basket by betting that the value of Bitcoin will rise. Remember that you might lose everything if you make a mistake. You should only invest what you can afford to lose so that you don't waste your time and money. Whether or not you're braver than I am, you may be willing to risk more than 1% of your capital. However, I wouldn't bet the farm on this cryptocurrency, and I wouldn't put all my eggs in one basket. Despite this, Bitcoin is a better option than the fiat money we're presently using, which has its own set of issues. Consider Tesla, which was considered a joke of a business just a decade, 5 years, or even 3 years ago, and it's now the world's largest automobile manufacturer. Why? On the grounds that they had greater technology and were constructing a better mode of transportation. The flaws in our flawed money system are analogous to the flaws in the brick system. It's simply better all around, and the times we're living in are very unique. Your government has more authority than ever, with the lockdowns and companies getting shot, insane politics, and Bitcoin that doesn't depend on any situation. So, it may not be a bad idea to put some money into it, which your future self may appreciate.